Morning. Oh, yes, we are. Grand Rising Kings and Queens. How are you all doing? First and foremost, you will see some back to back videos. I've been recording videos, but not getting a chance to upload them. And so I will be doing that. And for those of you that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Tamika with Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. And so today is just one of those days that everything that was scheduled or planned did not work out to the plan at hand. But I can tell you in the last week or so, I've been really focusing my attention on feeling good, as we all should. But what I mean by that is that I'm not allowing anything to kind of get to me, because that means that somewhere there's not an alignment there. So for a split second, when things, for instance, I had a eval for my job, that went fine. But my dog, I was late for that because my dog is in her first heat. So I had to struggle to get a diaper on her and all of the foolishness that came with that. I'm trying to show her some extra tender love and care, because I'm telling y'all, I was like a mom that's just found out her daughter came on her cycle for the first time. I was distraught. But anyway, that was going on this morning. Then my loctician, I was in the gym and my loctician was like, "Oh, I'm not feeling well. I won't be able to do your appointment today." And of course, if someone is not feeling well, I can't get mad at that. So I was like, okay, let's figure out another day or whatever the case may be. Then I was trying to schedule this, do a yoni steam today. That didn't work out. The girl called me back no sooner than I made the appointment and was like, "I'm sorry, you just made an appointment online, and we're not going to be able to do that appointment because, we're totally booked." And I said, you know what? Maybe this is the day that I'm supposed to get all my videos that I've been recording, upload it, do a reading for these beautiful people, and see what's out there, because I've been putting out in the universe that I want to do more of these videos to help people, to help align people, share my situations and circumstances with people, with hopes that it will shed some light on your own circumstances, and you can glean from whatever. So you know what, I was just like, you know what, this is going to be my day to do my videos, to do my readings, to give away some nuggets of knowledge and wisdom, and inner and overstanding, and build my social media base as far as this holistic healing work goes. Okay, for you that are just tuning in, I do not read for any specific astrological sign. I'm not led to do so, me personally, at least not right now. Also, time is fluid. So even the videos that I've made previously in the month of April that I put exact dates on, I think I'm just going to title them and leave them be. That will keep me from being so locked into a specific time frame, because we already know that time is fluid, and it's not really existent in the grand scheme of things when it comes to energy, because energy is fluid. So that's what this is all about. So you'll see some videos that may have been recorded a week or two ago, but nevertheless, the messages in those videos still be the same. Now, granted, if you see me looking down, get down, Diamond. If you see me looking down, it's because I am my puppy's right here. Let me just show you. Come on, come on, come on. She's looking at me now like she don't want to get up. She just want me to rub her. There she is. Come on, come on, so the people can see you. Now she being lazy. Oh no, she just in her girl. Okay, y'all see her. She's trying to get a kiss, and it ain't happening. All right, she's doing the most right now. She's not even letting me really pick her up. She just want to sit here. But if you see me looking down, that's why. I don't really have her out while I'm doing readings, but I feel like she needs to be in the vortex today, to give some lightheartedness to someone that's going to need it, to include myself. Get down, Diamond. Okay, that's good. All right, so I'm going to try not to let her distract me. If I find that she's being a distraction, I will cut the video and then I'll put her up for a moment. But I'm just going to continue to do what I do in the meantime, in between time. But what I was saying was, the videos will not have a so-called date on them. Maybe I'll put the month and the year, but I won't worry about putting an actual specific day, because the energy is fluid. Dime, I'm gonna need you down now, down, off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys, because I don't want to make these videos too long, because I understand that people that are watching these videos, if you watch videos like I do, I watch them in my car during the commute. I don't have a whole lot of time otherwise, except for when I'm driving, to listen to, something inspirational, because otherwise we're in the midst of an activity or doing something. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already pre-shuffled some of the decks, not all of them. But actually, let me get started. I always start, or I try to start, with the Law of Attraction card. And if you are not familiar with the Law of Attraction, another name for it in your faith or whatever you believe in can just be faith, putting things out into the universe or into the atmosphere that you want to return back to you. So that being said, that goes for great things, good things, and things that are not so good. So me personally, I've been really trying to focus on manifest healing in my body. And I realize the mind body spirit connection is not compartmentalized, even though they're identified differently. I realize that when I'm in a good space, spiritually, emotionally, that my pain in my body is not as severe. And so, with that being said, I'm reading this book, and I think I might have mentioned it in another video, but forgive me, I don't have the book up here with me. But it's called How to Heal Yourself When No One Else Can. And it's really, it's very powerful as far as letting you know the alchemy power that you really truly have, that whatever it is that you're seeking or desiring, it can actually manifest for you. You just have to pay more attention to the way that you're feeling as a result of what it is that you're desiring. One thing I've learned that is, when you're not feeling good in your spirit, in your soul, in your emotions, it's because you are not in alignment. Okay. And in order to get in alignment, you kind of have to allow yourself to think and feel things that are good for you. Get down, Diamond. Down, 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 off, stay. You have to allow yourself to off, stay there. You have to allow yourself to get into a place where you're not feeling all these angst, okay? Because then that shows up in your body and you definitely notice it, okay? With the Law of Attraction card, it says honesty. And it says, I am fair and honest, and that attracts fairness and honesty into my life. That's the very thing we were talking about. Whatever it may entail, it could be honesty, it could be truth, it could be love, whatever it is that you truly want to see, that is what you'll get, okay? But you have to make sure that you're in the right mind space and frame for it. I'm just gonna have to ignore her, because if I keep patting her, she's gonna think it's okay to stay up there. So, let's just focus on that more or less. That's my point of the matter of saying that. Focus more on how you feel, okay? The next card that came out for the love attraction is purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. We have to work on that. I feel like, as a whole, as a people, if you're transformed in your mind, you have to really, really work on setting your intentions, setting your motives, and making sure that you do it all in love. One thing that I'm really, really focusing on is, for one, making sure that my subconscious matches my conscious. Again, it goes back to the knowingness and being aware of how you feel, so that you can actually manifest what it is that you desire. The other thing I'm focusing on is people that I don't care for so much, looking at them and feeling about them the way my higher self should feel, not my lower vibrating self. Because my lower vibrating self very well might want to punch some people in the face, cuss them out, but that's not the energy I want to live in. So the people that I know have gave me great, what I feel that I have allowed them to cause me discord, I'm focusing on not giving them my energy, if that makes sense. And that doesn't mean anything that you're doing exteriorly towards them. Of course, if you're not really, you don't have to force yourself to be in an environment with that person. But it's more or less about, again, how you feel. Again, going back to that. And if you're not feeling all that hot towards that person, it's fine, but just try to think loving thoughts. And I know for some of us that is difficult, but if we concentrate on how we feel, if we're thinking about that person and we feel angst or discord, not, first of all, either don't think about them, or if you do think about them, quickly try to change it to something more loving, okay? So what do we have? The situation is already resolved. Whatever you guys are going through, Spirit is saying that it's already resolved. No time to really dwell on it. If you've already given it up to the atmosphere, to the angels, to God, and to the universe, you have to then trust that it's already done. And it says, I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange to my true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this, whatever the details of your situation is, in a divinely perfect way. This goes back to whatever it is that we feel like we have no control over. We already know that we don't have control over individuals. We know that. So no need to control that. One thing that people do, and I may be guilty of it, and I might be guilty of it, is you can't change people. And as much as we say that, a part of us still try to, with our actions, we try to, in a subconscious way, we sometimes manipulate situations or people to make us feel better about the way they treat us or the way that they are. What we have to learn to do is detach from it, because their issue is their issue, and we can't allow it to affect us in a negative way. Now, easier said than done. We are all human. We all fall prey to the emotions, the anger, the frustration, the agitation that people bring. But at the same time, we have to be more aware of what that is doing to us. And if it doesn't make us feel good, then we have to what? Release it. All right, angels, God, spirit, ancestors, divine white light, universal powers. Thank you for the awesome vibrations. Thank you for the messages that have come clearly to let us know what it is that we need for our highest good, and to be on our highest path, to be the best versions of ourselves. What do we have for the collective that will be viewing this video? Let it be something sound, loving, peaceful. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So here we have business. Some of you may be starting a business endeavor. I'm going to tell you, because I'm a business mindset person and I'm an entrepreneur myself, business always comes up somewhere in the midst. Diamond, stop. Somewhere in the midst, because it's the universe letting you know that it is time to work for yourself. Find something that you love to do and make sure that you're doing it for your greatest good, okay? Because whatever it is that you're good at doing it will yield you some income. Then we have compromise. I get this card a lot in these readings. I don't know if the same of you are watching it, but it's not compromise in a bad way. It's looking at things from a different perspective. You may be a little bit more lenient on your end about something so that you can, for the greater good of the whole, especially if you're in a partnership. Then we have bravado. All right. Some of you may feel like you're in a tug of war, or that you're trying to prove a point. It's not competition. Don't be in competition with anybody. But whatever you do, I feel like this is saying that you need to stand your ground and stay on your path. All right. You don't have to fight against all of the he, see, all the hearsay. You don't have to fight against that. And I know we fall prey to that when we're worried about what people think about us. But you are fighting to be on your own path, to create your own path, as you see there. Okay. And it's not for everybody to be on that path with you sometimes. At times, you'll have people come on your path to give you a resource, encouragement, something to deposit into you, or something you need to deposit into them. But for the most part, you're creating your own path. And so rest in that. Then we have physical body. Remember, I said that mind, body, soul connection is real. This is about taking care of yourself, having vitality, having good well being. Eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, plant-based diet preferably, which I am actually merging towards that, to the point where I don't want much of anything. I still eat my fish a couple times a week, but for the most part, if you feel good in your mind, body, soul, and spirit, if you feel good in your mind, your spirit, and your soul, then you will feel good in your body. Okay, it all goes together. It's not compartmentalized. Down, Diamond. I, off, off. Excuse me. Let me chastise this baby. I'm trying to like deter her from jumping on my leg here, but she is gonna keep doing what she's doing. She just wants some attention. But anyway, I think we just need to pay better attention to less of what's going on around us and more about what's going on within us. And part of what's going on within you is what you put in you. Okay, it may be the foods that we eat, it may be the people that we surround ourselves with, it might be our environment, it may be what we're looking at, what we're listening to. All of that goes into how you're feeling. I know a lot of people that are really over indoctrinated with social media. That's the first thing they do when they get up in the morning. And it's a guarantee, it's even scientifically proven that whenever you give yourself in the first few minutes of the morning, however your thoughts are in the first few minutes of the morning, it kind of dictates how you feel and how you handle the rest of the day. All right, so let's just be careful of that. What else do we have, Spirit? Divine timing. This is a big one because, like we said, timing is not really relevant as it relates to our timetable. But divine timing is when all of the things that we need, that we're asking for, has to divinely align. And then whatever time it manifests in reality for you is divine timing. Emerging. Some of you are going into a different season in your life. You are really coming into your own. You're really going into a new level spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. Whatever the case may be, emerging is a very lighthearted energy. Abundance is also here for you. This is not the abundance just in the form of money, but this is the abundance in the form of your health, your prosperity, your peace, your family life, whatever the case may be. And then miracles. Every single thing that we experience can be considered a miracle. It's all about perspective. It's all about perspective and what you want to see it as. But a lot of you are having some great things come into your vortex, into your mind, your spirit, your body. But it's all about emerging and taking care of yourself, okay? These are great, great, great messages. This might just be a message of encouragement for a lot of you. We are going to get into the tarot. And like I said before, if you've never been on my channel before, I don't always use the tarot. I use the tarot for a great amount of the messages that we do have. But it's more or less just to drive the point home about what it is that we should probably be focusing on. And if you're tuning in, then these messages are for you. You can take what it is that resonates with you and what doesn't resonate with you. Just leave it where it is. But just keep in mind that some things that are said are not for time now. They might be some things that have already passed. There might be some things that are happening. So here we have obstacles and blocks are lifted. That goes back to the miracles and abundance that we were talking about. Whatever the season of hardship that you might have been going through, Spirit is here to tell you that that cycle is completed. Not to say that we won't go into another cycle, but hopefully, and whatever hardship that you might have felt, if you deem it to be a hardship or whatever life lessons that you might have been going through, hopefully you've learned that lesson and you're able to go on to the next thing. We're always in a period of maintenance. I'm not going to say mastery because at any given time, on a different situation, on a different level, on a different day, a different person, that very well might be emerged, but we want to get into the maintenance of it. So what this says is all your good personal work and positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. That attitude of gratitude. That is that's bomb. That's bomb. I know you're trying to get my attention, Diamond. I am doing something right now. She is such a baby right now. She's a baby always. She just turned 1 um on March 10th. And she went in heat yesterday. It was. Anyway, thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages that you're giving us. Ruby, bless your heart. That's not in the best way, sarcastic way. This is a really bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Whatever one of you or those of you that might have been going through a heartache in this season, especially if it was in a love situation, just know that that will pass. You will jump back to, especially if it wasn't a healthy relationship, Now, healthy meaning that it was taken away from your peace. And I always tell people, my peace, no money can buy it. And if I feel I have to use discretion about my peace. If I'm around individuals that I feel do not allow me to feel peaceful, then I'm not going to be around them. If I found myself in situations or environments that cause me not to feel like I'm at peace, down, Diamond, down, down, sit, not to cause me at peace, then I will not be there. I will not be there. Off, off, off. Hold on. I know we'll make her get down. Off, off. Okay, now she going about her business. So anyway, if I'm not at peace, then I will not have any parts of it. And I've learned not to put myself or be around people that make me feel angst or that I will allow them. It's better that I don't even be around you. Why subject myself to that type of self abuse, so to speak? Okay, so some of you, like I said, might be going through a hardship or a breakup, and you have to really take note, evaluate the situation. Was it really healthy for me? Seriously, ask yourself that, because sometimes we get ourselves in situations and then we want to blame the person for being who they are because we want them to change. But were they like that before you even got with them? Probably so. Just like you were before they got with you. So we can't get in the business of asking people to change. A healthy compromise, yes, but to change who you are, your personality, what you like to do, can't do it. Can't do it. So we have to get out of that. We can't ask people to change who they are so that we can feel better. What you need to do is find someone that has common interests, and then you get with that person. Let me put some of these up so I can make more room for my spread. But so far, so good. I really believe that these messages are really good. They're very simplistic, nothing difficult or spirit, super, super, super heightened. Okay. For some of you, though, that you do need to hear these messages so that you can be your best self, honey. Be your best self. Some of you may be going into feeling like you're reminiscing about some things from the past. As long as you're reminiscing from the past in a way that is appreciative, don't be crying over spilled milk, how things used to be. Some of you might be thinking about a childhood situation, which is fine. But if it gets to making you feel some type of way negative, you probably need to just let it pass. And that's not to say that you won't have things come up in your mind, that are not all that pleasing, but you just can't stay there. Don't dwell on it, especially if it's making you feel not so good. All right, some of you are really, really being intuitive in this time period, and you might, like I said, thinking about things that you used to go through. You might be going through a change. Some of you might be going through some money changes here, but it's only temporal, so don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry. The universe has got you. It's guiding you through this process. The Five of Pentacles was here. Oh, somebody was texting me about the yoni steam, but I don't have that time next week to do it. I had today, but it's all good. But anyway, I appreciate you all for tuning in. For those of you that are tuning in, and I'm hoping that these messages, I know these messages will be good for some of you, if not all of you. All right, what's next, Spirit? And we are going to clarify more of these. I'm just trying to get the cards out for now. All right, the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you have been sowing seed, making some investments maybe, and just really, really marveling in those investments, okay? You're really at a place of a high point. Some of you might be pregnant or finding out that you're pregnant. Some of you might be celebrating some births, maybe. Maybe you're having a birthday like me. My birthday was April 25th. Very excited. Some of you probably need to be very weary of someone being sneaky in your circle. And maybe someone from your past, okay? Because it landed right under the Six of Cups. Some of you might be feeling like someone feels like they're getting away with something. They're trying to be sneaky. They're not being forthcoming about things. And it might have been someone you dealt with in the past, maybe a past lover. Then you have the pentacles here. Money matters, material gains. Some of you may be volunteering. You might be feeling led to volunteer or give to those less fortunate. Oh, yes. Remember, I was talking about someone is having some hardships in money right now, but they will soon pass. And then the Ace of Pentacles came out right underneath that. So that just tells you that while you might be having hardships and trying to figure things out, you might be going through change. Maybe you were changing jobs, or maybe you were moving and now you're trying to get readjusted financially. All of those things may be happening, but there is new beginnings here. So whatever was going on is coming to an end, and you got a fresh new start, okay? The Queen of Wands. So that fell right under the Nine of Pentacles, excuse me. So some of you may be feeling as though you're ready to start a new endeavor. Like I said, some of you might have just found out you're pregnant or something like that. But I do feel like there's a lot of vitality. I feel like you're very strong in whatever your pursuits is as far as a project, maybe a new business adventure. Whatever it is good. It's good. It's really, really good. It's very bright. Your future is very bright as far as whatever this is that you're trying to endure. I will say that ensure that you're getting all there is to know about the topic. Make sure that you're seeking out resources that may be beneficial. Gain those resources. Okay. All right, we're going to go back. That's 2 cards. Okay, the 10 of Cups here. So some of you, this landed right on the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Like I was saying, some of you might be in some kind of nostalgic feeling right now. But the 10 of Cups is saying, I feel like this might be a past lover. For some of you, this might be a past lover that you used to deal with. And this person was very sneaky, very conniving, had not the best of intentions, and trying to disrupt this 10 of Cups, which is a happy household. Where's my paper? Down. Thank you. A happy household, or whatever the case may be. And there's a caution here not to allow that to happen. Sometimes the past needs to stay in the past. Okay? Or it may be for some of you that was the energy in the past, and now this person is trying to build something with you. Okay, it can go either way. So for those of you that have dealt with someone in the past, a past lover, they might not have been forthcoming. They might be trying to disrupt your solid household, or that person may be trying to build something solid with you, and now they want to straighten up and build a family with you. Okay, on top of the High Priestess in this 6 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Cups. So the universe or someone may have been trying to give you something. Now this is coming clear. Maybe trying to give you something that you've been asking for. Maybe there have been a time secretly, because High Priestess talks about shadow sides, things that are not exposed to maybe the whole big world, whole wide world, but it might have been something that you were really talking about, feeling, or whatever the case may be. Then with this 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups is saying that this has been trying to be given to you, but you're not seeing it, because the 6 of Pentacles here is all about giving. In the giving from the universe standpoint, it could have been given to you, but you're not really seeing it. You're not ready to receive it, maybe. How far are you? All right. So just be wary of that. When you're asking for something, first of all, you need to be specific about what you're asking. And then don't be so rigid about how you're getting there. Okay. Don't be so rigid about how it comes about. So now we're talking about this Five of Pentacles and this Ace of Pentacles. Remember, I told you some of you might have been going through some type of hardship, and this is going to make it just a little bit clear. This was 2 cards, one being the Queen of Pentacles, but I don't feel led to take that one. Okay, Five of Pentacles again. So yeah, this might have been something you've really been going through a change. Okay, and this is one of those rows we're going to really go back into. That Five of Pentacles came right out again. So this may be your perception of lack. It could be as a result of a change, and maybe you're fearful that this change won't blow over, but it will, that this time and period of financial deficit won't blow over. But you had the Ace of Pentacles right there. We're going to go back over this and clarify, yes, with another deck and see. Then we're going to clarify the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Ah, 2 cards. Okay, but let's keep going. I want to get 1 card, Spirit, please. Just 1 card. Oh, the Five of Wands. Okay, so what's going on here is some type of conflict. Let's put this down. Okay, so here there might be a fight for business. There might be you might be in a disagreement with what was a partnership possibly. Give me 1 second. Let me pause.